back to Me Time with Ruby. Charlotte and I on the sofa. We were just saying actually we feel a bit compact and it's very cosy though, isn't it?
Cozy
and we need
corner.
to be cosy because it's been absolutely awful out there today and I'm freezing. So
The worst, isn't
yeah,
it? It's so weird as well because 1 second it's bright sun and for like a minute and a half, and then it's a downpour.
But you do realise it's just down south. I think like Scotland have had my friends up in Scotland posting some lovely pictures of our holiday and it's clear blue skies.
Well, that's
and
annoying.
our friends in Newcastle, they're all in sunshine as well. So yeah.
Maybe it'll move up there soon.
Yeah.
That
We'll
way.
push the rain up northwards. We're not used to this
What's
down
below
here.
us? Is it? I'm really bad at geography, but are there any warm countries below us?
I was going to say seas below. The Isle of Wight. It gets quite warm on the Isle of Wight, doesn't it?
They have their own little pocket, don't they, of weather?
Do they?
I think so. They have their own little, I can't think what it's called, atmosphere.
Oh right, okay. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Do you know, I haven't been to the Isle of Wight since I was probably a kid. So I'd
Yeah, there
love
are
to
so
go back.
many lovely places, aren't there, that aren't that far away, that are kind of fun to go to. Even like, so just going down to the coast is just such a nice thing to do, isn't it?
Well, I'm not sure about
Not
this
today.
one.
Not today.
That's probably why so many people don't. We're all so desperate to go abroad because we're guaranteed some sunshine. And
Absolutely, yeah,
Yeah,
these
we're not going-
staycations.
a good day is a nice day, but we
Yeah.
can't guarantee it, can we?
We're going away next month to Suffolk, and it's sort of near the beach.
Sorry for those that live in Suffolk.
I just thought near that, it's like right on the beach, and I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, like looking at the weather today, thinking it's going to be like this.
You might be in Suffolk. I'm going to Suffolk next month.
Are you?
Yes,
When?
because I've got a long lost uncle, so I'm going to meet him for the first time. We never knew he
That's
existed.
amazing. On whose side?
It was my mum had a half brother that she never knew anything about.
Oh my gosh. When did
Yeah.
you find out?
January of this year.
Oh, wow.
Through doing a DNA. It was a long, long story, and I won't bore you because we haven't got time. Because I've just seen you've got loads of stuff to go through. But yeah, really exciting, and he's the double of my uncle
Wow.
and my grandfather.
Yeah.
So I was very close to my grandfather. So I'm absolutely longing to meet him and his family. So I can't wait.
That's amazing.
So we're going to Bury St Edmunds in August.
Oh, that's not far. We nearly got married there.
Did you?
Yeah. How weird. Well, yeah. That's really not far from where we're going in Aldborough.
Oh, I might see you. You're going to bank holiday weekend in August?
Yes, we are. That's when we go, because it's normally a carnival
Oh, is
in
there?
Aldborough, but obviously with COVID they haven't done it for a year, and they're not doing it again this year. But that is why we go that weekend. How weird!
Yeah, I might see you there then. As if we don't have enough of each other.
We really
Think of
love
each other. So what's in store for today, Charlotte?
Rain.
Yeah,
And
well, we
not
know
just
that.
the
I keep
weather.
looking that way because the window's that way, and we look that way because the fitting room's that way. So
Yeah, not just the weather, but styling up your basics for a sort of wet summer. Because the north might be nice right now, but at some point they're going to have rain. Because this year, I was thinking back to like sort of COVID summer last year, and one thing that really lifted everyone was the summer was really hot, wasn't it? From early,
Yeah,
we had
from
hot weather. Because can you imagine if it was like this last year? I think it would have been a lot harder. 'Cause we were literally stuck indoors, weren't we?
Yeah.
Or in our garden. That was it. And yeah, if it had just been raining the whole time, it would have been horrible, even worse. So yeah, I was
It's bad
just
enough
thinking-
this year.
Yeah, and I just thought, we kind of walked into January the 1st, 2021 with a little bit of hope and a little bit of, oh, yay. Good things this year, and that hasn't really happened, has it,
Well, not
actually?
when the weather's concerned.
No,
I mean, the
it's-
vaccines and stuff.
well,
are good, but
that.
the weather.
But in terms of, the weather hasn't really got the memo that we were hoping for a bit of good stuff going on. So I just thought...
Having said that, we have sold lots of summer dresses. I think people are trying to be optimistic.
Sort of redoing
We've had odd days,
some-
haven't we?
Yeah, people are going on holidays, and I think, people have maybe sort of put on weight or lost weight over lockdown and things, haven't they? And sort of just revamping their wardrobes. So it's been lovely, actually, hasn't it? It's been really nice with all the summer dresses coming in and going out again. But yeah, I thought let's try and kind of normalise the raincoat, because people sort of are very put off by it and they think, oh, I just don't want to wear that, it's the summer. But, we kind of have to. We have to accept it. We live in the UK. This is where we're at. So let's
We
make
should
it
always have a
beautiful.
pack-a-mac in our bag and a fold-up umbrella.
Absolutely.
Or another type of umbrella, pretty umbrella that always cheers me up. They just cheer me
Do
up.
they have
because-
names? I feel like they should have names.
They do, but I, for the life of me, can't remember the name of
Are
that
they the
one.
ones on the cup? You've got on cups as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. We got the coasters and
card.
placemates and placemates.
Placemates. Yeah.
Playmates and placemats.
Playmates. Playmate placemat.
I'm looking up because we've got the other one, but you won't be able to see that
No,
one.
it's
And,
kingfisher, isn't there? The butterfly.
Yeah.
Oh, and the ostrich. They're so sweet.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd sort of get out a few basics like your little wellies and your welly bobs and your caps. So we've got our rain hats here. I'm going to put that back on because my hair's a bit wet. Not from the rain, I might add. But yeah, I love this one. The big brim, it's so lovely. And actually the thing with these is they're a bit of fun as well.
Yeah.
Like they kind of have a 90s vibe, which is what everyone is loving at the moment, the sort of 90s kind of look. So actually these are just a good style staple anyway, but obviously if it starts raining, you're prepared. And same with these, I mean these sorts of wellies, well they'll see you all the way through to winter, won't they? But if you're going for a dog walk or something in absolute pouring rain, they're quite a nice boot,
They're
aren't
also
they?
nice to, I generally pack them as well if I go a weekend away.
Yeah.
Because we got them in the early springtime. And they're great to go away in because they're a cross between a smart boot and
Yes.
a welly boot.
It's
So
got
they're,
the quilting, hasn't
so
it?
they're great if just one pair of boots that you take away with you.
Little
But
bit
you
of
could
everything.
also wear them with leggings and a nice blouse and get away with
Yeah.
going out in the
Go
evening
for
to
a drink
park
or something,
whatever,
yeah. And I think the
So-
same with the little welly bobs, which I just love. I just love them so much. But yeah, they're just a boot that you could wear, aren't they? Like out and about, as well as going for a walk, and they would clean off nicely. If you went for a wet walk, they'd clean off nicely to go to the pub in.
Always like that.
So
Don't have to polish them either.
no, they're already shiny. So what I thought I'd just run through today is just a few of the different coats that we can sort of try and make stylish this summer, because we need to, and different ways to wear them, just sort of ways to get your coats on.
Just to make them a bit more
Get your
interesting.
coat on. So the first up is your Mac. And I've said in the blog, you know, it's no longer that awful red cagoule that your mum put you in when you went on the Duke of Edinburgh hike.
Okay, cool.
No.
I always have red as well. You know, I'm not a red person.
It puts me off because it's the memories of the Duke of Edinburgh hike. My mum still has the coat. She wears it now. But yeah, it's not, they weren't fashionable. They weren't designed to be fashionable. They were designed to keep you like dry, I suppose. But they didn't, because I'm not good with the outdoors. The camping wasn't good for me. So I decided to make them a bit more fashionable. So your Mac, a variety of colours. You can get lovely bright ones, and I actually saw someone wearing this. I don't know if it was this exact one, but it was this cut. In fact, it might have been on the way here.
Oh.
And I was thinking, oh, I love her jacket. And then I went downstairs. I was like, oh, there's one. But I thought, let's style it up a bit.
Which is
Belt.
interesting because they go up, they're sort of more for the fuller figure, so they go up to I think like a 22, 24, maybe even 26, I can't remember. But if you are
It looks so good
smaller
oversized.
size, then you could belt it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I took some pictures of these before. I hadn't realised we had any left. So sort of back in the kind of beginning of the year, I suppose, I did some pictures in these, and I had it without a belt and with a belt, and the pictures will be on the blog, and they're on Instagram. But it actually looked really nice oversized as well, because it's one of those coats that you can then just sling over anything. And I love this colour because it's just so bright. But then obviously if you want to make it a bit more of an outfit, then you can add a belt of any colour, or something shiny or whatever, and then you can kind of make it with a pair of jeans and your wellies and your boots. Then you've kind of got a
Quite
look
trendy.
rather than just I've got a coat on. You know, it's a thing.
Yeah.
And then sort of similarly with this little chap, I love this colour. It's so sweet, and I like the stripes. You know, there's just something, just a little bit of extra, isn't it?
This one has
Oh,
that pocket.
Yeah, we like a pocket. So yeah, they were just really nice options. I thought I'd pull and just sort of show a way of styling a Mac in a slightly different way that people wouldn't necessarily think of.
Now you're going to get your favourite one now.
I am. This is my absolute
How
top
many times have
fave.
we heard this is their favourite?
I have to go back to all of them. I've never styled it like this though. Outdoor weddings, obviously are going to be quite big this year because with everything going on, I think outdoors is really considered to be the safest place still. I think they'll be sort of recommending outdoors as much as possible. But you've spent all that time and money and energy finding a dress, and then you've just got to cover it up with a raincoat because I think we have to admit we're going to have to take a raincoat to a wedding this year, aren't we? I mean, let's hope not. Let's hope by August.
I'm just thinking of replacing my fascinator with that, because I'm going to a wedding in August. Replacing my fascinator with a rain hat.
Or one of those headbands with an umbrella attached to it. Just do that. That could be a fascinator of sorts. But yeah, this is my favourite. It's so unusual. And if you put it on, I've styled it up with just a dress.
Just a dress?
Well, as in with a dress. not just a dress, but yeah, I've just styled it up with a dress, just so you can kind of get the idea that I know it's not like a perfect match, and you're not necessarily going to find a perfect match. A raincoat for every dress, you might. But it's still pretty, and it still
shows the colour.
It shows off your dress. You can still kind of get that idea of what's underneath. Again, you could belt it and make it, you know, even more of a statement.
To maybe purchase this year for Ascot next year, because it always rains at Ascot.
Always.
Or Wimbledon, if you're going to Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Someone came in on Saturday and said they're going to Wimbledon this week. That's a great Wimbledon map, isn't it? Because
I think so.
You can wear a nice
You
outfit.
feel a bit girly, don't you? Because of the lace, you know, and yeah. So I just thought that was a really nice idea for a wedding or for, yeah.
So you're going to promise not to show us that map?
Oh, I don't know. I can't promise anything. I like to style everything up in different ways.
Actually, yeah, that's true. It's which is interesting because you've used it in quite a lot of the vlogs and me times and stuff like that, which actually shows that it's something that can come out over and over again for different reasons.
And throughout the year as well. I think that's the other thing. My head's getting hot. That's an outdoor hat. Yeah. So next one we've got the Parker. Put it on the dog. There we go.
Ruby.
Yeah, we've got the Parker. So this, I like this coat a lot. Sparkle. Your Parker is usually best worn with, you know, like a pair of jeans or something like that, which just a pair of skinny jeans, which looks really cool anyway on a, you know, on a cool summer's day, cool summer's day. Just a nice white tee and a pair of skinny jeans with this little thing. I love the way they go at the back, go down at the back, and then you can pull them in at the waist.
And you don't have to do the zip up, you can just pull it in. And
it's just a really cool laid back look. It's kind of festival vibes, isn't it? A little bit boho. I think Tatiana would have worn this from last week's style archetype. This would have been a Tatiana coat.
I remember Tatiana actually. Gosh, she's a blast from the past.
Blast from the past, 2 whole weeks ago. But you know what? I did a style quiz this week, and it's up in the blogs on the website, so you can find out what your style archetype is. So go to the website, go on the blog, and there's a link to the quiz.
Okay.
You can find out what your archetype is.
I'll have to have a look at that.
Yeah. And I love this look. It's all sparkly.
Actually, one of the
styles
styles came in. Gemma came in and she said that she was I can't remember what she said now. A pear shape. And I said, oh no, I would describe you as maybe an hourglass. She said, would you? And I said, yes, because I used what you said to me. But interestingly, we had a lovely customer came in at the weekend and on Saturday actually, and she bought a dress for her wedding. And she said, oh, I'm just such a pear-shaped. And I said, you're not, you're an hourglass. And she said, no one's ever described me as that before. And her face lit up and she just had so much more confidence, and the dress looked amazing. The colour was perfect for her.
Pictures on Instagram.
Yeah, pictures on Instagram.
Looks amazing.
She just looked lovely. And I said to her, we were talking about what to put in her hair and stuff, but the dress just spoke 1,000 words, and she didn't, and I said to her, everything else could just be quite simple. Because she just looked so wow, and she said, I've never put a dress on and felt so good in it.
Wow.
So yeah, she came in with not a great deal of confidence, but went out really,
How
really
lovely.
happy.
And I think that's the thing, like where we've talked about, you know, dress for your shape and not your size. It doesn't matter what size you are, because if you're dressing for the right shape,
and
like
the dress
she
was right for that
shape.
shape.
Exactly. She was trying to maybe find something for a pear shape and sort of thinking, oh, my body does this. Not realising at all, and it's as simple as just measuring yourself. If you're similar across the top and the hips, you're an hourglass. You know, well, if you go in at the middle.
I'm like you. What were you? I was like,
I'm a rectangle.
oh, rectangle. That's right. I was going to say a board.
On a surfboard, straight up and down.
She's a surf chick.
Yeah, not a fun one. Right, next up, you have your gilet, your gillet, as I like to call it. So I know that these are usually kind of padded, so people think, oh, that's for winter. But with the armless aspect to them, I've just got a short one here, I've got a long one as well, but I've styled that. So with the armless aspect, that kind of gives it a little bit more of a summer feel. So you could just kind of sling that over a jumper, like a light knit jumper or something.
Or even a t-shirt.
Or even a t-shirt, exactly. And it's just going to give you that little bit of sort of shower-proof coverage. And I'm pretty sure these aren't waterproof, but they're shower-proof, aren't they? This one doesn't have the hood, so that's not the best example, although that is just nice.
Well, it's the best example of our hat.
Yes, exactly. Yes, that's what I mean. But it's not the best example of what I was going to say, which is this.
Oh, wowza, that looks lovely.
Yeah, so if you've got, you're going out for the evening or something, you've got a little dress on, if you just pop this over, you've got your hood.
You'd be just waiting to get caught in the rain in that, wouldn't
Yeah, you'd just be there like, I want to put my gilet back on. Rain. And then, if you've got an umbrella or something, obviously that's going to keep your sleeves dry as well. But just, you're going to get the warmth and you're also going to be dry. And what more could a woman want?
And she looks gorgeous.
Looks gorgeous and is dry. But then obviously I've sort of dressed that as a kind of evening one. But I sort of say in the blog, if you've got like a long kind of casual dress for the daytime, a maxi or something, or just pop it on over some crop trousers like you're wearing, it's such a handy one.
Yeah.
Because
It's
the
like-
colour
I
will
love
go
the
with so
colour.
many
It's
things.
got a bit of a sparkle to it, a bit of a shimmer.
It's a bit of a sheen, like mother of pearl
Yeah.
almost, isn't it? I really liked it with this dress.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
I now want to go out to a pub garden just to wear this.
And long for it to wear. We're all praying for the rain to go, and you're praying
Yeah.
for it to come.
I
Actually,
wanna
it's
wear
funny
this.
after being around here, it's like, oh, I get quite excited now about the thought of it raining and wearing a raincoat.
Get to wear. Well, that's what I wanted. I want people to feel sort of good. This is where we live. Let's just embrace it and sort of bring that stuff into our wardrobe and make it fabulous, like this. It's got studs, and it's just so good. It kind of gives you. It's a little bit edgy. It's got a little bit of edge to it. I love the studs. I love the gold and the exposed zips. And it comes in at the waist a bit, so it's really nicely tailored. I know it's not a gilet, but the reason I put it in with the gilets is that it's that same sort of
And I love
padded
this
material.
light, yeah, but it's quite light, isn't it? As in, it's not. I don't like the feeling too restrictive. But it's
I think
quite
because of the
nice.
colour.
So you could screw that on, put it in your handbag. Is that the right terminology?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, it doesn't seem to.
Or your beach bag. Are we going? See,
Yeah.
that fit in your beach bag.
He
for the
swam
beach.
in from outside. Honestly, could have done earlier.
That's a very poor joke.
It's the best joke I've ever made. But yeah, I just thought with this colour, it's kind of almost like a sort of thing in itself. It's like an item in itself that you could just make this almost like the centerpiece of your look.
See,
if
that
it's a
would look
bad night.
fabulous with white, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
With your summer whites.
Yeah. So that was just a really nice one that I thought I'd pull out just to kind of inspire people a bit more. Which one's your favourite so far?
Oh, I've got to choose.
Yeah. Have to. It's the law.
Oh. Do you know, I like the pinky, but I'm always a pinky girl anyway.
That one.
But I also like the yellow.
Yeah.
The matte, the way you've done that.
And I love it with
Belting.
that blue. Obviously, you could put it with like whatever colour you're wearing. You could get a belt to go with what you're wearing, and then that pulls the whole
Yeah.
look together.
I'm actually watching Downton. I must be the only person that hasn't watched
I
Downton.
haven't seen it.
Oh, that's okay. You have to for the fashion.
Really.
And it's just interesting, just over the few years of the 20s, how it's changed so much. But she had sort of, it just made me think that she had a cardigan type thing on with a belt, but the cardigan didn't match up, so it was just loose, but she just belted it.
Lovely.
And obviously
But
they just
into
used
the
to
belt?
accessorise so well.
Did it come out the bottom of the belt? or
Yes.
just- oh, it did.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Yeah.
So it was just sort of a fitted straight down
Yeah.
cardigan,
lovely.
1920s, quite slimline
Yeah.
look. And yeah, she just had a cardigan and it belted, but also just the accessories that we don't always do.
No, we don't really do accessories so much
I used
now,
to
do
do
we?
them quite a lot
that
in
way,
the 80s
yeah.
and 90s, but I
We
must
a
say
lot of us
I get a bit
heirlooms.
slack.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of heirlooms. do we now so much as sort of pass on? Like they used to have, you know, their beautiful brooches and rings.
I used to wear earrings and beads and all sorts, and I was always sort of, I don't know, maybe because I don't work in an office anymore, but
well, you're surrounded by beautiful things.
I
You don't need to bring them with you anymore.
Yeah. But I probably don't accessorise as much. Not even going out in the evenings.
No.
I don't probably accessorise.
But then I suppose you kind of wear your sparkle, like the jacket you've got on now.
Maybe.
It's easier. Maybe nowadays it's easier to put sparkle on in other ways than before, possibly.
Yeah. Good point.
So,
good point.
I'm just full of good points. Right, so the smarter version of a raincoat is the trench coat. This is the one that, you know, you kind of think your classic Burberry, sort of trench coat, that kind of thing. The one I was originally thinking of was the really sweet little polka dot one that you had that was pink, I think with the white polka dots, and we brought it out before in that kind of the black lining that Emma's wearing on the website. But
yeah. She's moving on.
On that note, I did find another one. So the other one I was talking about was kind of fun and again would make a bit of a sort of statement piece. This one's looking back at your basic sort of neutrals, but again, just so lovely to just have in your cupboard for a rainy day and go, oh, it looks like it's going to go, I'll grab my trench coat. You've got your fashion aspect with the little poofy sleeves and they're cropped, so for summer, it's warm.
Yes,
isn't it? That's
true.
the thing. It's actually warm. It's not cold.
True.
So you don't actually want like a full winter trench coat. This is nice and light.
See, I'm just thinking, just on your thing that I'd maybe put that with the wide silver, one of our wide silver stretchy belts.
Yeah, exactly. Belt everything. I'm a big fan of the belt. Unless, was it the apple? The apples couldn't belt or something. I can't remember. It was the oval / apple / I think we called it a plum. The plum shape. They shouldn't belt because it brought the attention kind of outwards. They need the necklace going down.
Yeah.
But you know, as long as you're not a plum, oval, apple, you'll be
alright.
alright. Even if you are,
Wow.
I love a sparkly belt. Who cares? Yeah, that would look really nice, wouldn't it? With something a bit fabulous. And for a night out again, or a wedding, you know.
Yeah, that would be lovely for a wedding.
It's just a bit fancy, isn't it?
Actually, you're selling this to me. I'm thinking I might have to try one on.
I keep bringing it out, hoping, because this would look amazing on you. It's fab, isn't it?
Try that.
And I just love it. Like a little capelet as well, so it's like it's proper fancy. Put a little rain hat on with it.
Look at that! With your silvery belt.
You
And black
wellies.
wellies. Well, I'd go for red wellies probably.
Right, so I'm going to stand up now just to do this, which I know Dave loves when I come out of shot. But last one is, as you said, the Pacamac.
I've got my little tartan one and I've taken it with me.
Bag.
On back.
Oh, there you go.
Matches.
It's little
That's why you didn't
Pacamac.
see it, it's in disguise. But I've got mine and I've taken it out about 6 times and it hasn't rained every time I've taken it out. And I'm desperate to wear it.
Yeah, well, you know, the tartan.
And I've been in here all day, so I haven't been out. But
I need to just go out for lunch just so you can wear your Pacamac. The tartan Macs are really big this season, but I love the way it says a daily style raincoat. So this is your daily style raincoat, ladies. But it's almost as like beautiful enough that it could almost just be a dress or something, as you know, like a pair of black leggings and some wellies or something, and you're almost just good to go just as that, aren't you? Yeah.
and it doesn't matter if you're just going out. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it rains.
I love that you have your own up, so you can just put your wallet in that, can't you? Sort of skip down to Tesco's or Waitrose or wherever you shop. You don't have to skip. It's so pretty. Why wouldn't you skip?
Jog or
Yeah, so
bus, whatever.
exactly, wherever you're off to. But yeah, the Pacamac obviously has sort of long held unfashionable thoughts about it, and just the name of it as well. Needs a bit of
you're
work.
sort of you're cringing a little bit, aren't you? I can see by the look in your face.
Do you know what? It just takes much childhood. It's the same as that.
She's
Cagoule.
obviously traumatised from her Duke of Edinburgh
It's the
Pacamac.
Cagoule and the Pacamac. It's just not.
Cagoule.
It's not the one. But I do feel like the makers of the Pacamac, Pac and Mac, it's like mac and cheese. The makers of Pacamac are doing their best to make it a little bit sexier.
So could we persuade you to own one of these?
No.
No. I've got one.
If you asked
See, I'm
me,
not obviously
Amanda,
traumatised,
I would. Maybe if we put a little funky gilet over it, I might wear it with something else.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Think about that.
And you know, like all the other coats as well. Just layer them all up on top of it.
To hide it. To hide it, then you might be alright with it.
No, I do you know what I do like? I do like the pattern. Get in. I do like the pattern. So actually, I probably would wear this one for that reason, because I like the black and white, and I feel like, you know, it's making an effort.
Yeah.
It's making an effort for a packer. She can sit there after all her effort.
Bit hurt about my pack now. I love my
The thing is,
pack.
it's not. I think
I'm
it's
desperate to
literally
wear it.
just childhood trauma.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
clearly. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear my pack when I go out for a coffee and a meeting tomorrow.
It's gonna
No,
do a
it's gonna
purpose.
rain.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. We've come to the end.
Well, that was funny because I don't think you said this at the beginning, but you said you were looking for inspiration for this week's blog, and then you looked out the window and saw the rain and thought,
Yeah.
and I think this has been very inspirational. It's given some great
I hope
ideas.
so.
Yeah.
I hope so, because I do feel like, you know, as UKites, we can get a bit.
UKites.
That's a technical term. We can get a bit put off by the rain and a bit annoyed by it. So I thought, let's just make it.
Well, I fell
Part of
asleep
the
last
art.
night listening to it. It was lovely. I do
Yeah.
love the rain.
I do.
When I'm not caught out in it. But now I have my
But
own
you're
pack
fine.
mat.
You've got a pack mat, so you're
I'll
fine.
be fine. I'll be fine. You wait when we next come here, and I've got my pack and my hair's okay, and you look a right mess. because you've got
I
a
would
pack-a-mat
choose getting wet in the rain.
rather than wearing pack Okay.
Although actually no, I would wear this one. I think it's really sweet. It's kind of 60s, isn't it?
Yeah.
The more I
yeah.
look at it, the more I like the pattern.
Yeah. No, it is lovely.
I'll
And I
style
quite
it
like
up.
it with the gilet over the top, actually.
I would make it a thing,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, or belt. And actually, it's interesting because I actually quite like the looseness of it as well, because sometimes, like especially in the summer rain, it can be like I think it was yesterday, but it was still quite warm.
Humid. Yeah.
When it was raining, and it's
You don't
like,
want to be clinging.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing with these sort of. Sometimes the gilets can be quite tight, can't they? Once they're on, because they've got the padding and the quilting, they can be a little bit tight fitting. So actually, something that's just light to go out and shower is
So are we
fine. isn't
selling
it?
the pack mat?
Yeah, you've sold it.
I'm happy then. And on that note, we
Both
can end.
bought something.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you soon.